once we start, that fan starts making more noise. Hi, everybody.
It wasn't making noise before. We were like...
Welcome to this week's edition of Wine Down Wednesday. Don't mind the fan in the background. It's a little off kilter.
And today is March 1st.
It is finally. It's not finally March. I mean, it seems like for as long as January lasted, February just flew by.
Happy birthday, Gavin, my son.
Oh.
Today's Gavin's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Not the end of February?
No, it's March 1st. Yes.
Okay. I'm surprised. I didn't remember that after all this time. Okay.
He's a Pisces.
Wow. All right. This is also the birthday month for both of my kids.
Well, you know Pisces, they say about Pisces, right?
What?
Very hard to deal with.
It's hit or miss. I think
miserable people.
There are some people that I would agree with for that, but others I would say, no, that doesn't.
My son's listening, he's like, yeah, I am miserable. You know, I texted him early this morning, happy birthday. You know what his response to me was?
What?
He was like, bah. He goes, I was brutally awakened at 3 a.m. by my daughter. I was like, enjoy.
Yes.
I said, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy those intimate
Isn't that
years.
fun? I said, isn't it great?
Yes.
Fatherhood.
Yes. They don't give a crap about your birthday or any other special things that might be going on.
Because I awakened to a screeching at 3 a.m. I was like, oh, that sounds so much fun, doesn't
Yes,
it?
I remember those days.
But now I couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it now. I'm too old.
No, you don't have the patience for it anymore.
So this is the rosé, the mixed track weird bottle rosé.
I went a little crazy the last time I ordered. I took advantage of that like 15% off sale they were having. It was just for like 2 days. It was National Drink Wine Day. So for that weekend, they did a flash sale on the website. And I was just in the mood, I guess, when I was ordering my wine. And I ordered a whole bunch of different rosés. Because I was like, I'm really kind of digging the rosés, especially like this time of year. No. We haven't. That's why I ordered a whole bunch of rosés that I don't think we've ever tried before. So for you tonight, we have the Mixed Track Rosé 2020 edition. It's an easy collaboration, and it's from North Coast, California.
It's almost effervescent.
Really?
Especially after these Asiago cheese nips.
Because there's definitely no bubbles or anything in this one.
Maybe it's the pepper in this.
So, and we learned before about the rosés. It's like some of them have more of a pinkish hue, some have a little bit more of like an orangish, coppery kind of hue to it. So I don't know, what do you think about this? I'm holding it up with the white fence in the background.
This is definitely more of a coppery.
That's what I was thinking.
It's the pepper in this Asiago.
It's not pink. So this one,
reaction.
This is described as fruity and crisp. And it is actually a mixture of 3 different types of grapes. Okay, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's 50% Primavito, 30% Sangiovese, and 20% Barbera. Yes, so I was very interested.
Barbarian's the gate.
And trying to give this a try. I knew you would say that. So, like, just first off the bat, like in your first sniff, taste, like, what did you think?
Well, I'd eaten one of these Asiago pepper
before you tried
cheese.
The
this
wine?
is like pure cheese, and I think that definitely that strong pepper is definitely giving it more of an effervescence flavor. But now I just had some Gouda. I'm trying to cleanse my palate with cheese.
This definitely is fruity.
That's good. It's very good.
And crisp. I like this one.
And it's partially chilled.
I knew you would like this one too because it has the like guitar on it. The mixed track all have something to do with some kind of like musical thing.
We did the other mixed track rosé.
That had the guitar like that on it?
They looked at the bottle, but you have a bottle in there.
Okay. There's actually several different mixed track rosés.
This is, I think, one of my favorite rosés.
And they're all in collaboration with different vineyards.
Yeah, this is my
around
favorite
the world.
rosé.
So, okay, here we go. The description from the website. Yummy. If we could describe this new rosé collaboration wine in one word, it is simply yummy.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, it is.
It is a blend of 3 grapes that are normally found in vineyards across Italy. Primavito is a cousin of Zinfandel and adds a lovely strawberry, juicy, and fruity note to the wine. Okay. Sangiovese brings a crisp, tart cherry quality that brings a beautiful lift and brightness. And Barbera, a classic blending grape and Cal Ital wines, brings a fresh blood orange flavor with a zesty finish. More richness than a Provençal rosé. This mixed track still has great character for a smooth patio rosé or with food.
I'm still getting that little bit of effervescence. I'm eating dry crackers. But you know what? It does have a zesty finish.
I'm not getting,
You're not
I'm not
the
getting
back of the throat?
effervescence. No, but I'm getting, it definitely is fruity. It's a little bit more fruit
Bold.
flavored. Some of the rosés are really mild.
Yeah, very mild. This is more
This
bold.
has more bold, like fruity flavor to it. Not overpowering by any means. Great sipping wine and do it like with. We'll talk about different pairings.
I'm gonna go on
with.
my little rant about the chilling versus non-chilling and when to release. This was chilled probably for about an hour before we did the video, and most wine refrigerators are what, 50 degrees, 55 degrees, like your
I
parents,
think so.
isn't it 55 degrees? So I would say this is probably about 55 degrees, maybe 60 now. And the wine tastes a little bit better when it's a little bit warmer. When it's really cold, like 33 or 35 degrees, it takes the taste away from me. So
Yeah,
just off my soapbox.
it does tend to mute the flavors a little bit more if it's colder.
Yes.
So it's totally up to you. Like, it's really great to try it too. Whenever it's been like right out of the refrigerator and versus like when it starts to come more to room temperature. Just
She
seeing
almost
how
took this out of my finger.
the flavor changes.
She's
Well,
like,
this is her favorite night.
there.
So I just want to try it real fast. I had some of the raspberry ale
Mhm.
cheese, so I was just trying to see some of that kind of a sweeter. There's no notes of raspberry in this, but
Ooh, this is good, isn't it? This is definitely really good.
yes.
This
I would
is,
definitely order
this is
that
going
again.
on my list.
So, okay, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. So the tasting notes are strawberry, cherry, and it says sea salt. So I think the sea salt also is
Amazing.
kind of, it's helping to bring out the flavors of not only the wine, but the other things that we're
Can
heating
you try the
with
sea
it.
salt cracker?
The rosemary cracker. I will in just a second. So with the raspberry ale cheese, it doesn't really do anything to enhance the flavor of either
And what's
one of those
this?
things, but it does pair nicely with it.
This is that's the onion cheese, or is this the onion?
This is the raspberry ale cheese. That's the onion cheese. That's the smoked Gouda. Your stinky blue cheese. And the L'Hotel.
Look at that.
Yes, like salty. Definitely saltier kind of cheese.
We always put that on pasta.
So we do have some strawberries, so I definitely want to try that with this because I think that'll play nicely.
A little bit colder. If it was just a little bit colder.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like munch a little bit. So it says it pairs well with seafood and poultry. I had neither tonight. I have a little bit of smoked ham on here. Just give it a try. I have a feeling it's probably going to go well together
This is
with
pretty
it.
good.
But yeah, we're just going to sample and taste a few things. So some other information about this wine. It is 13.5% alcohol. It is 0.05 grams per liter of residual sugar. Very low in residual sugar, but those fruity flavors, it's not sweet, but it definitely, I don't know, how would you describe it? Because of the fruitier, bolder, fruitier flavor.
And it does have a zesty finish. How would I describe it? I'm guessing that the residual sugar is going to come back to bite me later, but it's.
What do you mean come back to bite you?
Well, later on at night, you know, when you're like, but it's definitely.
This is very low in residual sugar.
What's the? What is
Well, okay, so let's talk about the sulfite level. So if you're thinking about later on having like a headache or something else like that, no, this is 68 parts per milliliter of sulfites. So almost all of the Scout&Feller wines are 100 or less. Most of your store-bought wines will be higher than that. And so, and that causes you to have like an allergic reaction for most people, and that's what causes the headaches.
Where is this from?
This is a North Coast, California.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, the only ingredients in this wine are grapes, yeast, oak, and sulfites. So let's talk a little bit about
That's why I
that
like it.
soil to sip report. I know. Sometimes I do like the oakiness because that kind of, it makes it a little bit almost
It's really
creamier.
good. It is really good.
So, this is also 108 calories per 5-ounce serving and 0.007 grams of carbs per 5-ounce serving. Very low in carbs, yes.
I'll drink to that.
Now, I was curious because I was doing a little comparison between these two wines. This one is very low in residual sugar, and I'm curious at how that compares to the calories. So, like I said, this is 108 calories per 5-ounce serving, and it's very low in residual sugar. And our red wine, it is kind of higher in residual sugar, but the difference in calories is only like 10 calories.
Wow.
So I guess
They're
because
doing all
it's
the
not
eating.
added sugar, it's just a residual sugar. Maybe that's why it doesn't really make that big of a difference in them. So
I don't know, but I'll give it an
I'm gonna
8.5.
give you a chance to talk a little bit while I sample some food.
I will talk. since I'm the only one doing any eating. I will tell you, yes, I'm getting fruity, bold, and what she just said about the carb counts and the residual sugars, I can't believe that. But I will say this, it's definitely one of my favorites. And I'm not a big rosé guy, and she knows I'm not really a big rosé guy. That is definitely probably one of my favorite rosés. So 8.5, maybe even borderline 9.
Did you try this with the smoked ham?
Yes. Yes, it's excellent.
So when I have that, it kind of brings out more of like a minerality kind of taste. So this, you have the sea salt in there. I do like a lot of whites and rosés that have that they describe it as having like the minerality to it. That doesn't mean like metallic or anything else like that. It just kind of gives this kind of clean, crisp, like finish to the wine, which I really enjoy.
This has a zesty finish. Definitely a bolder rosé. If you're thinking about rosés from the different types of rosés that you've had, okay, you go from light to medium to bold. This is definitely more of a bolder rosé, probably because of the Sangiovese grapes. But damn, I can say damn. It's not for kids.
Remember too, they said that the Primavito is a cousin of Zinfandel. So Zinfandel normally has more of those, like a red Zen. It has more of those like juicy, like bolder, fruity kind of flavors.
And I love red Zen. Well, there is no other. There's not white Zinfandel. There's red Zinfandel.
No, a white Zinfandel actually has a like rosé hue.
Really? I wonder if they sell a white Zinfandel. That would be interesting.
I think I remember there's one.
Really?
On the website, yeah.
We have to get that.
Yeah, we definitely give it a try. Okay, so the soil to sip report, just to give you some background knowledge about how these grapes are grown and how the whole process before it ends up in the bottle, ready for us to drink. So it says the 3 grapes that comprise this stunning wine were harvested at night with the cool September temperatures, keeping the clusters fresh and the crispy flavors intact. Fruit was directly pressed gently into stainless steel tanks to get just enough color and flavor to highlight this delightful fruit-forward juice. Once the fermentation occurred in stainless steel, the wine was moved into neutral French oak barrels to age further for 4 to 6 months.
French oak barrels.
I think I'm really digging. I think that might be why we kind of like this a little bit more, because typically the oak, if it's fermented in oak barrels, it kind of tends to bring out more flavors.
In a few minutes, that means we like it.
So it says this process adds to the roundness and silky texture to the final wine. I mean, fruity and crisp, but it is like silky and smooth.
This would be good for a ham dinner.
I loved it with this smoked ham.
You could do ham dinner, or
I had the strawberry, but then I didn't.
You could do ham dinner, or you could even do pork chops. You could do like a light salad, maybe a chicken salad. Maybe
I didn't see any of those.
Maybe a fish salad. You could dice up some fried haddock, put it over salad.
I would also see this with like a brunch. No. I think this would go great with a lot of different brunch foods.
Yeah, like a bacon, lettuce, tomato. BLT sandwich.
Some kind of omelet, even kind of going more the sweeter side. So if you had some like aioli or something like that. So it's got to have some kind of like seasonings mixed into it and smear a little bit on the.
You gotta have mayo on the bread. You toast the bread.
Yes, I was gonna say it has to be toasted.
You go to the Euclid. Bacon, like unbelievable layer of bacon, lettuce, and fat tomato, and then mayonnaise.
At least 5 strips of bacon.
Oh, there's like
at least.
Yes. Unbelievable. So are we ready to move on to the next?
I think so. So the only thing else I was going to mention that this is $25 a bottle, so very like moderately priced. The Conde La Terre is more expensive. Just that label, that vineyard is their wines are a little bit more expensive. But this mixed track, $25 a bottle. I mean,
I would have to say that bottle will be gone tonight.
This is one of my favorites.
That would be gone tonight.
Excuse me. Whew. The
burp.
Yeah, there you go. I got some more out there.
Work the burp out.
The other mixed track that we served at our last wine party,
what was that?
It was collaboration with No Sex for Butterfly.
What was the year?
I don't remember. It was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
But it has the butterflies on it. That was always one of my favorite rosés because it did have like that minerality to it.
I don't know. This is pretty good. We've never had this before.
This is definitely a big contender.
And this is
comparing with us. What is she chasing after? A lizard, probably.
Good. At least not us.
I don't know. But
2020. So it's a 2020.
This one is, but
Of course, I can't see.
the No Sex or Butterfly one that we served at the wine party, I can't remember what vintage that was. But I'm digging the different mixed track rosés, and we have a lot more to try. So definitely tune in for the coming weeks, because we'll be putting another rosé.
And they're coming out with new vintages every week, every other week or whatever. So it's like there's other things. And when I order, like my orders, I'm gonna start ordering things that we've never had before. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
That's what I've been trying to do. Trying to
that.
venture out. I try to grab some of the ones that are like my
But-
you love the Bookbinder's Apprentice red.
But I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been thinking
Yes.
about this.
I don't
We've never had this
think we've
before.
had this.
We've never had the regular Merlot, the Comte de la Terre Merlot. So we're gonna see the coloring of it.
So definitely
Very,
yellow,
very dark. Very dark, very bold Merlot. Merlot.
Okay, so we're outside right now.
What?
I'm not getting any particular.
I'm getting peppery Shirazi is what I'm getting.
But it's a Merlot.
No. Hold on, let me taste it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you play around with that for a little bit.
Bite on the back of the throat when you first taste it.
Oh, it's got a bite to it?
Oh yeah, it's got a bite. Now I'm gonna do the Locatelli.
We didn't cleanse our palates before we switched from one to the other, but
Okay.
all right. So this is the 2020 Comte de la Terre Merlot. This is from Washington, and it's $35 a bottle. So this is on the little bit higher end of the Scout and Cellar wines. But typically, like the Comte de la Terre is like if you want to splurge a little, treat yourself.
Mmm.
These are typically like a pretty good. Like you can't go wrong.
Hell yeah.
You like this
Oh
one?
my god, with the Locatelli. This is pasta wine.
And this is
pasta
not a blend at all. This is 100% Merlot. It's described as earthy and bold. Okay.
With the cheese, I can taste like a sauce.
I need a little cracker to cleanse my palate from the
I'm
last
making a
wine.
bat
and some
of
of
garlic marinara
the- Okay.
this weekend.
Are you gonna actually give me a jar this time?
I'm gonna give you like I'm making like 10 jars.
Okay.
I'll give you like 3 or 4 jars, and you can just put them. But give me the jars back.
Okay.
This is the rosemary cracker.
No, this one looks funny. It's like it didn't get cut right. It's got like the holes along the side instead of like the little.
These are delightful little crackers, aren't they?
They are. They are very good. I'm trying to get like the cracker and the sea salt kind of.
I come
Cleanse
home
my
a little
palate.
late at night.
You're staring at me.
Only act like children.
Okay.
When we are. Okay.
So, some information about this wine. This beautiful Merlot comes from Washington, the best place in the U.S. for this great red grape. It's bold and structured with notes of Pacific Northwest blackberries, a touch of mint, and a dry finish that makes it perfect wine for grilled meats. Serve this to a Cabernet lover and watch them be shocked and amazed that it's Merlot. Okay, so they're comparing it to a Cab.
I'm not.
No?
I'm not. This is pure Merlot. And I've drank Merlot all my life. This is pure Merlot. I love it.
No, you have a bottle of this at your house.
I do have a bottle.
So I definitely think the next time that we do steak,
We do filet mignon.
yes, let's pull this
Oh
bottle
yes, I'll save it.
and see how it goes. Definitely dry. I'm getting dry. I
Yes.
never thought Merlot really is that dry.
Oh yeah, it's very dry.
Okay.
But it's very bold and good and rich.
Okay.
Very healthy for you
I'm
too.
still not getting any particular notes, like any flavors.
We'll try the Locatelli with it. The Locatelli
Okay.
brings out the flavor. It almost tastes like the sauce. Like when you eat that with this, it tastes like the sauce.
Okay. So
No.
you add like a Merlot or some kind of red wine to one of your
I
sauces.
buy cheap.
Yeah, you don't cook with this.
I buy like yellowtail Merlot. And I throw it and I splash it in there. And then of course, when there's no wine, I'm at the bottom of the barrel waiting for my shipment, I'll drink the rest of it.
Because you wait too long to reorder.
Yes.
Okay. So this has notes of blackberry, red plum, and mint. I really wish I had some plum here for us to try with it, because I think that would definitely be delightful and maybe might take away some of the dryness.
I'm gonna try out roasted red pepper.
Okay.
Roasted red pepper.
So, goes into the nuts. You're making me nuts.
That's what she said.
That's what my students are doing, really. All of us, we were just talking, and we have a weekly meeting within our department, and we were talking about how just across the board right now, the students are to the point, and it was like February, because it was Tuesday. They're already in February at the point that we would normally see them at like in May. They're totally checked out and just done and ready for school. And it's like, oh no, we have several more months left. You need to buckle down and take this stuff seriously.
It's Dr. Hook.
Anyways, I digress.
Okay.
So this pairs well with, oh, there it is. Now it's flashing.
Hey, we're back.
No, we gotta wait for a second because you have to have time to,
It's a slice
to cut it back in there.
Okay.
Um,
All right, yeah, and the red peppers were awesome with this, and you know.
Sorry, we just had a little technical difficulty. If you
Yes.
notice a little sudden change in the.
Oh, you won't notice the change because
Okay.
I've done a good job.
So we were saying that the this red I think maybe with the plum would kind of soften this up a little bit and not be quite
You don't have
so
any
dry.
plums.
I didn't have any tonight.
Oh, I have to try the blue cheese.
I'm not a fan of like super dry, but I think the dryness goes away with certain things that you pair it with. So
Sauce.
leave it up to you.
Sauce?
I don't think of Merlot as an Italian wine.
You wouldn't drink this with sauce?
No, like steak and barbecue. I would drink a Merlot with steak and barbecue.
We drink red with sauce all the time.
We were talking about cozy evenings too, and it's just too hot down here in Florida.
No.
Anyhow.
I was talking about, it's 87 degrees today. I went for my run today. And it wasn't that bad. It's breezy and nice. I mean, when you live in Florida, you start to get used to this. But now it's gorgeous.
It's February. We are having a super warm winter
Yeah,
here.
but the evenings are really nice. I mean, it's very nice out here right now.
My sweaty neck is going to challenge your statement.
Well, because she lets her hair down.
My thick hair, it traps all the heat in back there, and now the mosquitoes are back. I miss my winter. I needed more days of cold weather.
You want colder weather?
Yes, this weekend we're gonna have like a little dip, and it's gonna highs in the 70s. But still, I'm like, what happened to my days of like in the 50s?
Well, if the jet stream dips down here, we could have. She wants to wear a jacket again and boots.
I have sweaters and boots that I can wear 5 days out of the year. I'm very annoyed. Anyway.
And you look very cute in them.
Yeah, thank you. And I know, and it irks me that I can only wear them a few days out of the year because I love sweaters and boots, and quite frankly, I think I look very cute in them.
She does. She really does. But I love cheese.
I
I'll be
love
honest
cheese.
with you. I really do love cheese. I swear.
Totally random statement.
We go to this little brewery called Sun Creek. I swear to God, we could bring a little bin of different cheeses and crackers. Like if we brought this, we'd be happy. We'd be happy. All night we listen to music, eat all these different things. There's no dinner. But usually I go and make something. You know.
It depends on how much we have. Sometimes we don't have any snacks, so. I do like, still dry with the strawberries, but bringing out some more of those flavors.
Okay, so.
Doesn't have notes of strawberry in it, but plays off nicely.
So is this milk chocolate or is this?
That is milk chocolate.
You don't have dark chocolate?
I don't have any this week. No dark chocolate. And I do have the milk chocolate with caramel truffles. What is that face? It's not dark chocolate, I know.
No, I like it. I love it. It's just very fattening.
Well, you just have one of them.
I'll have
and
half
then
of
it's
it.
fine. Okay, so this is 14.5% alcohol.
I don't want a beer belly.
It is, you don't have a beer belly. It is 3.0 grams per liter of residual sugar. So we were talking earlier about the rosé was very low in residual sugar. This is kind of, you'd think, like kind of significantly higher in residual sugar. Definitely not sweet by any means at all.
And what is
it? And it is 3.0 grams per liter of residual sugar.
And the carbs?
So the calories, though, it's only 118 calories per 5 ounce serving. The rosé that was like much lower in residual sugar was 108 calories. So the residual sugars really are not making any difference in the calories. The carbs for this one are 0.444 grams per 5 ounce serving. So it is higher, slightly higher in carbs, but honestly, less than 1 carb.
You think about it, okay, if you drink a beer, a Mick Ultra, it's what, 2.9 carbs? 2.9 carbs. And what is it? Is it 99 calories? 96 calories. Miller Lite is 94 calories and 2.6 carbs.
Oh, okay.
But if you're drinking beer,
but Mick Ultra has way more flavor.
No, it does not.
Yes, it
Miller Lite
does.
is more of a Pilsner. It's a Pilsner beer. It
It's
tastes
weak.
good. No, it's good.
It's weak beer.
She drinks it, there's nothing left at the house. She drinks
If there's nothing left, I'll drink it.
She drinks Miller Lite. You know, I actually secretly kind of like that when she does. You take a picture of her drinking Miller Lite and put it on the wine page.
And you're like, see, I knew you liked it.
She's sneaking Miller Lite.
And I'm like, there's nothing else.
Do you have Miller Lite?
No, this doesn't. It says it
These are
pairs
spicy.
with barbecue and red meat, but with the smoky ham, smoked meat, I'm saying this definitely would go well with, even if it's ham. I think it's delicious.
You need to get a smoker.
I will
put it out back
welcome you to get that.
Can we put it out here?
I don't need anything else back here.
The smoke fills his house.
On the wine garden.
On the
I
smoke.
don't need anything else like that. But I
I could get a
that's
smoker
what it
for
is.
my house.
Yeah. You good?
We could put like a big brisket on there one in the morning and let it smoke.
All day long.
All day long.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else do I have to share about this one? The soil to sip report. This is produced from grapes in the, I think it's pronounced Waluke slope of Washington.
I can't read that though.
Waluke or Waluke slope of Washington. One of the most famous regions for Merlot in the world. Grapes were fermented in stainless steel tanks for 11 days. Wine was aged for 5 months in stainless steel to capture the rich fruit notes of Merlot. The wine is unfiltered and unfined to give further texture and body.
I love roasted red
No
peppers.
oak in this one. This is just stainless steel.
Do you know if you go to Pasta Billy's, you can get an olive and roasted red pepper tray? The big thing up northerners.
They love the roasted red peppers.
Oh my god. That's why they sell the jars of them.
Okay, well I'm gonna take the rest of your chocolate.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and
These are
really
spicy.
sweet with this one. Really?
Peppery, yes. Very
Oh.
peppery. Pepper's spicy if you have too much pepper.
Well, it's like Asiago and pepper jack cheese crisp.
They're spicy. They got a little kick to them.
I didn't think they would be that spicy.
No, they do. I like them. I like them.
Well, I know you do. You like the spiky.
I do.
Spicy.
You pikey.
No, I had chocolate.
Sorry.
I had chocolate in the back of my throat and it came out as spiky instead of spicy.
Yes. Well, I will say this. It's been quite a week. I'm getting ready to launch a new venture, new software company.
Yep.
So I've been working very, very hard at that. So, and my son decided he was going to work for me today. He's going to move to New York City, and he is going to be my account executive for New York City.
Okay.
And he will probably do so well that he can.
Buy
But-
a penthouse in Manhattan.
No, he said, you know what he told me? He goes, Dad, I'm going to get a house in the Hamptons. And I was like, okay. You buy a house in the Hamptons, I'll come up.
You'll come visit.
I said, make sure it's big enough so I have my own little suite off to the side. And there's a pool there, and you know, there's like lakes up there, right? Or the
No, it's on the ocean.
It's on the ocean. Yeah, we're at the ocean. So make sure it's oceanfront.
That's really expensive.
Well, he was like, well, can I be like a vice president of your company? I was like, no. I said, you have to, I said, give yourself to me.
Yes.
100%.
Well, I am counting down the days until spring break. So 7 more days until I get my well-earned.
Then you can sleep in with
Week
me
off.
on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes. So
Well, no, you can't on Tuesday. You have to get up and drive the truck.
Yeah,
over.
we have to do that, but that's fine. I'm looking forward to the days off. We are going to get to spend a little bit of time at the beach on the second half of spring break because we have to go to Jacksonville for my kids' track meet. Oh, mosquito. There you go.
Gotcha.
Daniel's on.
There's dinner. for
Wax
you.
on, wax off. Gotta
Wax
catch it with the chopsticks.
Only I could do that.
Yes, I cannot do that. Okay, I think that we are ready to sign off.
Yes. So I have to
Splice
Produce
our little technical problem. out.
executive producer.
Yes.
Executive producer, will you help us? Okay. So we are going to sign off. Anyways, again, on Rumble, on YouTube, on Facebook, please like, comment, share. Subscribe to the channels. If you're not a subscriber and you stumble across this video, just please hit
Let us know if you have any questions.
Yes.
Check out our Facebook page,
communicate.
Clean Cork It.
We're getting more interaction on the Facebook page. And I'm noticing we're getting more interaction on Rumble too. We're getting more like action on there. So like comment though. Put pictures in the comment section. I want to see pictures of things. Send me pictures of dogs and things, like weird things. Just put them, not too weird, but just let me see everything. I want to see it. But anyway, so from the wine garden,
Yes.
we will see you next week.
All right, bye everybody. Have a
See
great
you
week.
later.